Okay, good evening guys and welcome back. I just thought I'd show you my new study that we've completed since I've moved into my new house. As all of you know, or some of you know, I moved into a new house on the 16th of December and we've been spending time doing it up. So I've been concentrating my time between Nick's Veggie Patch and my new house. So we've done quite a few rooms and we've just completed the study. So I will give you a guided tour and explain to you what's going on in here. So as you can see, welcome into my study. I've got my lovely brand new computer desk with my computer chair. Sits really nice in the corner there. It's got my computer on, which doesn't need a hard drive or a big motherboard. All runs off of the TV. There are other bits and pieces in here, so beer fridge. This cupboard here is going to be used for books, and I'm going to put some shelving inside it so I can put my seeds. I've got, obviously, just very quickly, my kitchen garden sewing planner on the door there, and my kitchen garden 2022 calendar. In the window I've got some of my early seed potatoes chitting, ready to go out. These ones will probably go out in our new garden in one of the raised planters that I built for the allotment, but I've brought it back here. They will probably go in there. Also put our coats in here as well, a place for our feline cats to have a feeding station. I've got weekly planner up there basically so I can plan out mine and the wife's meals. But yeah, it's basically a study. It's got the freezer in it. This shoe rack won't be in here for much longer. Shelf for all the tools. But yeah, we're really pleased with it. As I say, it was originally for me, for my allotment, and also to do stuff in the garden. But that's a little tour of the study. It's looking looking good. Sorry. What I was actually going to say is it's been painted green, obviously, to have that vegetable sort of feel about it. But yeah, really happy with it. And I'll be doing lots of work in here. So now I'm going to crack on and I'm going to show you a seed harvest I got today, or some seeds that I got today that I'm going to be sowing this year. Okay, welcome back guys. I'm in my kitchen at home this evening and I'm going to be chitting some more seed potatoes. So I've got 5 different varieties of seed potatoes that I'm going to be chitting, and I've got lots of things that I'm going to be putting them into to help them along the chitting process. I have mainly first earlies and second earlies that are ready to go in March. So hopefully over the weekend I will start planting some of the potatoes I've already been chitting that are in the windsill in my study. But as I said, I've got 5 packs of seed potatoes that I am going to be starting to chit. Now some of them have got at least 10 seed potatoes in each pack, so I'm going to be doing a variety called Crimson. They are second early and you can harvest them from July to September. These are an exceptional salad variety, so that is one of the first ones that I am going to be chitting. They're called Crimson. The second variety that I'm going to be chitting are Carlingford. They're also a second early, and again you harvest them from July to September. They're another exceptional salad variety. So for me this year it's all about trying different varieties of potatoes, and where we've moved into our new house this year, it's trying to grow as much vegetables as possible so we can stock up our freezer or stock up our larder. So the third variety of potatoes that I'm going to be growing but also chitting are Colleen. These are first earlies. Excuse me, these are first earlies. It says plant March onwards. As soon as they've got a good chit on them, which is the chit that you get on the potato, they will go straight into my prepared raised beds up the allotment. I've got about 4 or 5 square bins ready for these to go into. So, and these, the Clean produces a very high yield, so hopefully I shall get a lot of these potatoes. The third variety that I am going to be chitting is a signature seed potato. It's called Heidi Red. It's a main crop, March onwards. So obviously main crop, you don't technically need to get them in straight away, but I will be chitting these, so hopefully these will be ready come the end of March stroke April, and then I will be able to put them into the ground. They're also a good yield of potato. Now the fifth and final pack that I've got, I have got another bag in my study that I haven't brought out here yet, so 6 bags in total. This one is called Premier, first early. Again, this is a variety that you plant March onwards. As soon as it's ready, you can harvest this June, July. This one, which is the Premier, is a very it's disease resistant. It says it's a good disease resistant seed potato. Now in all of the packs I've got here, they've got 10 seed potatoes. Now in the past I've bought seed potatoes and they've had slightly more, but I'll find that out when I start to put them into the tubs I've got ready for chitting. So I'll come back to you guys in a minute. Okay, so I've decided to do the final pack of seed potatoes as well, and this variety is Desiree. So I've got my trays here. I'm using egg cartons as well as a few plastic trays. So if you can lay your hands on egg cartons, you go to the supermarket, keep your egg cartons by. They are great for putting your seed potatoes into to chip them, but they're also great for sowing seeds. They are absolutely brilliant because this will compost down in the soil. So as I said, I'm going to be doing Desiree potatoes. These are a main crop. Some of these have already got a good chit on, so they're not too bad, but as I say, I want them to grow a little bit taller, so like that one, and then they'll be ready to go into the ground. Some of these are really good, so I will get them into the ground as soon as possible. Some of them have got 2 little chits on, but for me that one's going to be a really good one. And I will probably get some of these planted at the weekend. As I say, that's got a very good chit on it, where I've obviously left these in the bag for a while and not done anything with them. They're looking really good, some of them. So yeah, in the tray here, and looking at it, there are 10 lovely seed potatoes in this packet. So as you can see, that one's already done. Handy to keep the packaging by, so you know what ones you've done. I'm going to get the rest of them finished off, and then also this evening I'm going to be sowing some seeds. So I'll show you that also on this video. But as I say, I've done the zero. I'll crack on and do the rest, and then hopefully show you this in the next video that I upload. Okay guys, I've got some J off of Bauer's seed compost here in this bag, and I'm going to put it into a pot that I've got here, or a tub I've got here in this white tray you can see on the table. And what I'm going to do is, it's a really nice fine compost. It's not like some of the compost you get nowadays where you feel like you're pulling shreds of wool apart. This feels like a really nice smooth compost, and it's also going to feed the seedlings for up to 3 to 4 weeks. So I'm going to so I've got a little orange tub here, you can't actually see it at the moment, and in this bag I've got some vermiculite. Now vermiculite is very good for when you're sowing seeds, because what it does, it stops the soil from coagulating together. Basically, it stops it from going like a solid piece of dirt, and it also aerates the soil, so it stops your seedlings from basically rotting, because if they get too much water in them, the seedlings will rot. So I've got a good tub there full of the compost, and I'm now going to pour in the vermiculite. What I will do is there we go, just so you can see, orange tub, bag of vermiculite. I won't put all of it in, but I'm just going to then give this a really good mix. I've got my seed tray ready to go, and this has got really deep cells, as you can see, and I'm going to be planting some tomatoes, or sowing some tomatoes, and some Californian Wonder peppers. So just giving this seed compost a really good mix with the vermiculite in, and then once I've done that, excuse me, once I've done that, I'm then going to add that mixture to the seed tray here, And this is really good stuff. It's really nice and fine. It's not like some of the other composts I've been using lately. It's not been very good quality. Fill this into your tray. And then once that's done, I'll sow the seeds into this cell tray here as well. It's quite moist, this seed compost, so I might only need to give it a little bit of sprinkling of water. It looks like it won't need much. I mean, you only want a little bit just to get your seeds started off. Spreading it all out. So that's the first part done. I've got the compost with a vermiculite mix into the cell tray here. I'm now going to pick out my Californian Wonder red and green pepper seeds, and I'm going to put them into the cell tray here. So what I'll do, as soon as I've done that, I'll come right back to you. Okay, so I've got the Californian Wonder seeds here, and I'm going to plonk them into 20 cell trays. So this has got 40 cell trays in total, and I'm going to plonk one seed into each module. You could do 2 or 3 if you wanted in each, but I'm just going to do one so that it will make it easier for me if they germinate, and then I can plant them out individually. I'm not going to do the whole packet, even though if they do all germinate, they'll come in handy. Good for salads, stir fries. So I'm going to fill up all these cell compartments, and then just give it a light covering over again with compost, and then 1 or 2 sprinklings of water. And then basically I won't water this for at least a week. I'll keep checking on it, but I won't water it for a week. So I've, luckily for me there, got 20 seeds out, good guess. And I'll just cover it over with a light sprinkling of compost. I've got my stick ready, which tells me what the item is and when I sowed it. So just a light covering. I haven't gone too deep down in the cell modules themselves. I've used my dabber, but just to make a small little hole, nothing too major. You don't want to go too deep. Give them a good covering over. That's the first one's done, and I'll just give them a good sprinkling of water. And they're done. And there we have it, guys, the first lot of seeds sown. California Wonder peppers. Okay, the next lot of seeds that I'm sowing are a variety of to tomato. They're called Coeur de Bois. So sow them in between January and April, and you harvest them anywhere in between June and October. So I've already got the seeds in my hand there, and I'm just going to sow these a few at a time into the cell trays. I've done 20 again. All depends on how many decide they're going to germinate. So I can always prick them out. Something that Charles Dowding always says, you know, prick out the best seedlings, ones which you think are going to be more healthier. And again, just covered my seed tray. Take a couple more, a few more there. Plop them into the last ones. It's just a question of seeing how many germinate. So again, going to lightly cover it over with the compost with vermiculite. It's already had a good watering, and it will be a case of keeping them somewhere in the warm and just seeing how long they take to germinate. I'll do my stick up in a minute, put the name on them. But yeah, there you go, guys. Another set of seeds sown, and hopefully, fingers crossed, let's see if they germinate. Right, guys, another seed that I'm going to sow, and this is probably going to be the last one that I do tonight. I have got several, but I'll probably do some more tomorrow. So I have picked out some seeds that I will be sowing tomorrow. So I'm going to do a variety of kale called Amar. I believe that is Ethiopian kale. I'm also going to do some Red Bull Brussels sprouts. I will probably finish the tomatoes tonight, along with the jalapeno peppers that I'm going to do. These are very hot. I'm going to be sowing them into these special plastic trays here, and I'm going to start these off on my heated propagator because they do need a fair amount of heat to get them going. So I've plugged my heated propagator in, it's ready to go. Again, I'll fill these seed trays with the compost vermiculite mixture that I've made up, and then I'll sow the chili jalapenos in there. I have got some other chilies. I will sow them at some point, but as I say, these ones are going into my heated propagator, and that will give them the best chance of germinating. Then once they do start to germinate, I can pick them out, prick them out, and put them into slightly larger pots. I've got some smallish pots that they can each be planted into. Then once they start to get bigger, they'll probably go in to bigger pots, a bit like this one, same as what I did last year with my Carolina Reapers and all the other chilies that I grow. I've got a friend who I used to work with who loves chilies. He loves my chilies. So yes, I'm going to be growing chilies this year, not only for him, but also for myself to use in recipes. So I'm going to get
cracking on. I'm also going to do some more leeks, because the leeks that I did start off end of January, sort of early February, didn't really amount to much in the seed pellets, or the I was using those peat pellets that didn't really work out, so I'll be sowing some more of them. But first of all, I'm going to get on, sow the chilies into these seed trays and then put them in my heated propagator. So I'll come back to you in a minute. Right guys, so I've just sowed the chili jalapeno into one of my heated propagator cell trays. I'm just going to lightly cover this with the compost and vermiculite mixture. And then this is the first one ready to go into my heated propagator. And I'll fill the rest up, and then at the end I'll show you what the heated propagator looks like. Right guys, that is now done. That is my 4 heat propagated seed trays filled, ready to go. They are just here, and they have sugar snap peas, watermelon, the marmade tomatoes, and the jalapeno chilies. So these have been sowed on the 9th of the 3rd, 22. But yeah, they're all there ready to go, guys. So there is lots of seed sowing done, and there will be some more seed sowing tomorrow. Right guys, as you know, it's that time, pardon the pun, of year again to start sowing seeds and reaping the rewards and benefits of our harvest. So today I went shopping at Lidl's, and lo and behold, they've got their seeds in. So I've got an array of seeds. They happen to have a special offer on their seeds. So the first packet of seeds I got were watermelons, and this variety is called Sugar Baby. As you can see, it's a hardy plant with large fruits. Now the missus likes watermelons, and she likes melons in general. We've never had success with watermelons, so this year I've decided to give it a go. And these look like a very good variety, so hopefully we will get some watermelons this year. I'm not sure whether I will plant them at home in the garden or whether they will go up the allotment. But yeah, definitely be giving watermelons a go. Next one, I got another variety of tomatoes. These are called Marmonade. They're an outdoor tomatoes with meaty, smooth, rounded and deep rib fruits. So I like to try different varieties. I don't have very many seed packets of tomatoes, so yeah, I thought I'd give them a go and see how we get on. I will be planting or sowing some tomatoes at home, and I will be putting them outside somewhere in the garden when it starts warming up a bit. But yeah, definitely will be growing a few tomatoes this year. I also got some courgettes, Nice a fruit round. That's the variety these are. Also, as people know,
The flowers are edible with courgettes. You can use them as a garnish. A lot of chefs use them and they fill them with very nice sort of condiments. So yeah, there'll be a nice, hopefully rounded courgette. Hopefully we'll get a few of them. We did have loads of courgettes last year. So my next one is peppers, California Wonder, and this variety is very good for salads. So my missus does like peppers. We use them when I make her a stir fry or for salads, so they always come in handy. And these will come in handy because what I'll do is I'll probably chop them up and put them in the freezer ready to go for whenever we need them. I've also got another variety of carrots, and these are Rote Resin 2. They are a late season variety suitable for storage. So again, didn't have any carrots last year for various reasons. So this year I'm going to be giving them the full-blown go. Hopefully try and get a good few carrots this year. But yeah, as I say, we'll see how they go. But these are in littles. They've got a little stand with all their seeds. That's vegetable seeds, salad seeds, herb seeds, and also different varieties of flower seeds. And then my final 2 packets, I decided to go for a climbing French bean, green. This one gives you a high yield with long tender pods. So didn't have very many French beans last year. We had a few, but not very many. But yeah, I'm going to give them a go. And the last one that I'm going to give a go, and I've got loads of different varieties, but this was another good variety I'll fancy trying, was red flowered scarlet runner bean. I like growing lots of runner beans. I give quite a few to my mum because she absolutely loves them. And what I find is by just planting a few runner bean plants, the amount you can get off of that plant is amazing. And I think by doing grow your own, you can save yourself a hell of a lot of money, considering that everything is going up right now. If you've got a little bit of garden or your own vegetable plot, then choose runner beans as one of the ones to grow. They will save you a hell of a lot of money in the long run.